What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flying Brian's Garage. So today, I'm going to be sourcing a new project. It's going to be a budget build. Budget, $0. I have no money to put into anything, so we need to source parts around the shop and figure out what we're going to build. So let's get to it. First thing we got to do is clean up the shop. It's not too dirty, but we need to get it straight, ready for a new project. So let's do it. And we're clean. Got it clean as I could. Shaggy's just right outside the door. He'll probably be here at some point today to work on his. So I kind of left it up front so he'd have access to it. And I've got the rest of the shop cleaned up, swept up, and ready for our new project. So I'm actually going to go into the back and look at what we have and figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, it's been a little while, but I figured I'd get out here for a little quick pass. This thing handles a lot different since I weighted it down. Put these different size tires on the front. So I got some clearing to do in my mud hole. After Thanksgiving, we'll be opening this back up. Miss my trail. Even though it ain't much, it's something. Crawler, that's for sure. I love the Beast, but this is still my best mud tractor by far. I think this will always be my favorite too. Alright. Get up here. See what we're gonna get. Alright. So this is what we got. We got a Craftsman LT1000 that I got from Shaggy. It does not have a rear end. It did have a good old MST206 in it, and I hate that he took it out, but he used it for one of his projects. The motor is also his. I have to remove that, and the seat. Everything else is fair game. So I would actually like to try to get this mower I would like to try to get this mower going. So I'm probably gonna come back here and lift up the front and remove the wheels and take them up front with me so I can take and put the wheels back on the bead so I can get them on the front of this thing, and then I'll probably hook to the back of it and pull it out. I was thinking about doing either of the snappers, but I really don't have the right parts for that. I don't have the right parts right now to do the Power Wheels type build. I'm still kind of acquiring parts for that, and the go-kart itself needs a lot. And since I'm doing a kart at the moment, I figured I'd go ahead and revert back to doing another tractor, but we're going to do this one different. This one's going to be kind of like a race build. Well, I guess technically not, because I got to put a hydro on it, because that's all I have. I guess it's just going to be a regular, you know, cruiser, but maybe like a mud style mower, a hydro mud mower. This one will probably get sold. So We'll fix it. We'll have a little fun with it. We'll sell it. Probably sell it at the car meet or sell it at the on Facebook Marketplace. But I think that's going to be the plan for now, is to use this unit, and I get this motor built for Shaggy, I can get the other one that he said he wanted to give me after he swaps out, and then you know, we'll have us a little build going here. So I'm gonna go ahead and back this up to it, and we're gonna pull the front wheels off of this unit. Let's get this front end lifted up. So we can pull these wheels off. One side up for now. See if I can pop this off of my... Sure can. See if we can... This clip. Yep. Alright. There's that wheel. Let's get over to the shop. Alright, so we're here in the shop. We got our tires here, and we're going to get them reset on the bead, so we can go ahead and go out there and have at least 2 tires out of 4. Sometimes these are really hard to get set. Let me try my trick here. Let's try it. Shit I have is not flammable. Ratchet strap trick. We'll have a ratchet strap all the way around the tire. And we'll see if that'll bring it in enough for us to put some air in it. It was enough. Awesome. push it, you tighten the ratchet strap to twist the tire, spreads it. Should be enough to catch some air. It was. Ratchet strap trick is a good one. So we have our tires. They're on the trailer. We're going to go ahead and lift this up. Get our tires off. Fire. Fire. Those are cool little rigs.
Because the wheelie, that's a damn.
A military Jeep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a military Jeep.
Randy Fowler had a CJ7 for a while, or a CJ5. That's a pretty cool old Jeep, like a 70s.
Yeah.
Well, this one she's talking about is a 50s Willis pickup.
Yeah.
It's called an Overland.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 40s and 50s. Those are worth a lot of money.
Yeah, right. Worth their weight in gold.
Yeah. Even if it just rusted out, it's still worth a lot of money. Because how they built them for the engines and stuff. They can just pop them out in the field.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, but no.
Yeah.
89 F350 Super Duty cargo with a boom truck on the back. Running a 351 Windsor.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
That does sound good. Yeah. That always sounds good.
Yeah. Cause I got another truck I was trying to Ford that had a straight six in it. Kind of like the.
Oh yeah, the old 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn right. That's a strong son of a bitch.
That's what I was going to find.
I miss your old brown truck, to be honest with you.
I did too.
That was a good beater.
Yeah.
It really wasn't even really that much a beater. It took care of it.
Yeah.
It was just a beater when you got it.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to polish a turd, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it can be done.
And like I finally got it nice, and then that bitch got him already.
I know, man.
Why
Fucking
does that shit
bullshit.
always happen?
I love that truck, dude.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we have the mower up on the lift now. I ended up putting a transaxle in the back. It's just bolted in for now. No front brackets or anything of that sort. No keys in the rear wheels or anything of that. So it looks like we're going to be building a mud mower, a hydrostatic mud mower. I have the front wheels ready to go. We're going to take and disassemble the rears and use those for wheel hubs for these wheels. And these tires that I had, one's already mounted, the other one needs to be mounted. And then we will mount those onto the back of this, get an engine on it. We're going to have to find a seat. And I think that's really about it. Probably gonna use this as the brake. I'm probably gonna keep the tab on it so we can lock it into place as kind of like a parking brake or such, and maybe find something to incorporate the PTO, the decking gauge into. So with that being said, we're actually gonna call it for the night and probably get back at this some point tomorrow. So I want to take a quick second and pause the video and ask y'all to help me with something. I need y'all to do me a favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Smash that bell. Go like the videos. You know, tell me where you're from. Say hi. Whatever. Ask me questions. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. And I cannot do that without your guys' help. So definitely go subscribe. Check out the Facebook, the Instagram, the Snapchat, and now we have a TikTok. You can just go type in Flying Brown's Garage and you will find me. All the profile pictures are the same. It's easy to find. And yeah, give me some likes, give me some subscribes, and all that good stuff. I'm trying to build this, and I can't build it without everybody's help. So, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. You know, got a lot of good videos coming, constantly coming, and I'm constantly sourcing new projects. So, stay tuned, and with that being said, let's get back to the video. Alright, as we can see, we still have most of our deck bracketry and pivots and stuff of that sort. Still got the deck belt guides and all that stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull those out real quick, because I do not want all that junk in here. And then once that's out of the way, we will actually, I need to cut this stuff out too. Or is that something I can just take down? Nah, I need to cut that out. Yep, I need to cut that out. So I'm gonna cut that tab and that tab. Probably right about, you know, here. And I also need to take this steering pivot off because it's bent up. It's a common problem with these. Actually, what I might do is I might just leave it on there and take a ratchet strap and connect it to here and just pull it straight. So we got all our deck bracketry off. All sensors are gone. All the wiring's gone that doesn't need to be there. That's a pile of everything of what I yanked out. All I got is basic wiring, headlights, wiring, ignition wiring. Then I got the battery wiring. About to put a seat on because I just yanked the seat off. I also straightened up the steering stabilizer arm and yanked off the foot pads because it's actually a cool little texture there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go grab a seat, get it put on. I know it's not the prettiest seat, but it's on there. It's the best one I got, and I'm probably gonna end up just covering it in a black garbage bag. Alright guys, it's a new day with a different idea. So this was going to be dragged to 2.0, and me and my wife were talking, and she mentioned that I should do a General Lee, and it just clicked. So I actually went and bought some paint today, and I've already done stuff like the wheels, did them all black. Rear wheels are all black, looking really sharp. I painted all of this, which I've got my janky covering, and I'm gonna have to go over things here and there, but you know, I got all the dash, all the wheels in the front end, and the whole front area painted. It looks really good. The only thing I really haven't got to yet is the back side of the back wheels, and the back end, like around in here, back in here, around the other side, inside of the wheel well, and like right here, and then touch up spots. But as you see, it is fish-eyeing like shit. Really bad. And I thought, you know, I cleaned it and everything, and it was already a black primer, so I was thinking I could just paint right over it. And even after cleaning and, you know, all that good stuff, it's still fish-eyed in a lot of spots, even, you know, especially on the hood. So I noticed I took a spot and I painted it, and then I let it sit and dry after it fish-eyed. Then I sanded it a little bit, wiped it down, and sprayed it again. Then it stuck. So that's what I'm going to have to do on this. I'm actually probably going to have to get more paint, just because I don't have enough. Probably one more can of black, 2 more cans of orange, and then we will be looking at the new General Lee racing mower. So we'll take a little look at the hood on the General Lee here. It's actually starting to look good. There's still probably a couple of spots I need to hit at some point, but sure looks good on camera. And here is the body itself. It still needs more coats, and I actually ran out of orange, so it needs more. The black is almost tied in, so once I get the orange laid down completely, I can get the numbers on the sides of the hood and stuff of that sort. So, well, the paint job don't look amazing. It's not going to be a smooth paint job for sure, unfortunately. There's a lot of just this not acting right. It's just not acting right. And that's not dirt. That is not dirt. I was very unhappy with this. But it's going to be a racer, so it's not really going to be something that needs to be perfect anyway. It does look good from a distance. It does look good on camera to an extent. That is an orange. It's not red. I know it kind of looks red on camera, but it is very orange from where I'm standing. So in the meantime of waiting for some of the General to dry, we painted our shifter, plate spot, and the cup holder. So everything will look nice when I put it back together. Still got to do the hood. I mean, not the hood, but probably going to try to do something with the plastic here. Might try to take a torch and heat it. Alright. I did not paint that wheel. torched it. And boy did it work. It worked really good. So apparently that torch stuff is true. If you torch your plastic very lightly, just go over it, kind of graze it over it, and it will bring it back to a sort of restored state. And there we go. I just took the one off the lawn cart because it was the exact same steering wheel and the lawn cart already looked shitty. So it don't matter if I have a cap on the steering wheel. This one I want it to look good, so I still got to get a seat cover because I'm not running it like that. Maybe put some padding up under it, seat cover, numbers, get the engine on wiring, exhaust, you know, all that good stuff. But this thing should be a really cool toy, and can't wait to see it done. But remember guys, torching plastics does work, just be light on it. Alright, we are back on the General. Still waiting for an engine. Still got things to do to it. I am still working on the paint job and it looks shitty. But it's orange, so whatever. I'm not really going to worry about the paint job too much because I mean it is going to be kind of a beater, kind of a racer, so it is what it is. Got little runs in it here and there, and I've noticed more dents as I painted it because the flat black kind of hid the dents, especially like in here. You can see them, how it's wrinkled up there, but it is what it is. It's a racer. But the General is in the works. I've just got a third coat on the hood, and I've got like a third coat on the body. I still got to do another coat on the body. The hood's probably good. I'm going to let it dry. Then I'm going to install the lights back in it and put it back on the tractor to see how it looks for now. And then we'll probably take it back off to install the engine. But I'm also going to go ahead and put all the accent pieces back on it, get everything put together, get it looking good, so we're ready for an engine. Alright, got a little bit of overspray on the tire there, and I might just hit it with some black. I know it'll come off, but everything's kind of in place. I got my seat cover on, and yeah, this thing is looking actually pretty sharp. Headlights are in it, all that good stuff. It's a crappy paint job, but you know what? It's the color I want it. And like I said, it's going to be a racer and a beater, so I'm not really too worried about it, but I think it looks okay. Not really, but I'm going to tell myself that. Hopefully it'll look better once I get the General E on back, General E on front, and the 01 on each side of the hood. Got good news for the General E build there. I'm just getting back onto it. Been about off of it for maybe 4 or 5 days. We've been working on the 2500 we have here at the shop. So me and Shaggy had actually talked yesterday evening, and me and him were supposed to trade this pretty much 18 horse for 12 flathead, and apparently they changed their mind, so kind of happy with that. So now we got, I think it's a 17.5, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it an 18. So we got an 18 horse to go through and put on the General. Alright, we have got the valve cover off. I've cleaned it up, got all the RTV off of it, cleaned the surfacing here. I've actually cleaned all along the side, took the intake off, cleaned all around it, got a nice seal on the gasket. I took and cleaned the flywheel all the way around, and took the coil off and cleaned it really good and re-gapped it. I deleted the wiring for the sensor here on the carburetor, and I have also went ahead and I'm about to pull the spark plug, clean it, put it back in the head, and then I'm going to work on extracting these bolts that are broken. There's one there that I might be able to get some kind of a bite on. I'm hoping I'm going to try to get in there with a screwdriver or a pick and break these loose. I have had luck with that in the past. If not, I will try to drill out the center and put an ease out in there and try to ease it out, and if not, then I will have to resort to either drilling and tapping the head or just replacing the head in general. I do have one, but I kind of want to avoid cracking that open if I don't have to. Well, unfortunately, we have resorted to having to take the head off. And of course, it's going to be a nightmare. But I gotta break the head bolts loose. These bolts are not coming out, and I don't feel like drilling them and tapping them. This is an aluminum head. I already have one. I looked inside the spark plug hole. It is kind of has carbon deposits on the top of the head. So we're just going to go ahead and tear it down. It's going to be on a racer, so it needs to be a good engine. Something that runs good, that ain't burning oil and timed right, all that good stuff. Now that I broke the head bolts loose, I'm going to come back through here and take off our... Alright, can't do it that way. Pulling the stud out. Okay, now they'll come off. Loose from there. That there. That's wore out anyway. Extremely. Was I really able to save that head gasket? I don't know if I should reuse it or not. She's a little dirty. It's not too bad. Looks great. See what the inside of the head looked like. A little bit of carbon depository. It's not too bad, but it definitely needed to be cleaned. I can see it built up around the valve seats there, and especially exhaust valve seat. The intake valve looks like it actually had gaps where some of it was built up, but some of it was broke away, so it's actually got a valve leak on the intake. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just replace this head. Alright, so now we have us a head. I found a newish head in the parts shop out there. I'm reusing the same head bolts. So we're going to go ahead and install our head onto the block. Start getting our now we can get our carburetor put back on for now. Got us a nice clean plug to put in. Studs, rod, guide plate installed. It's intake. This should be exhaust. Cover. We got some bolts. Let's see, we got some nice newish valve cover bolts. I just need to locate my gasket. cut us a nice fresh new gasket. We're going to apply our gasket here to our bolts. Now that we have our gasket applied to the back surface, we're going to go ahead and guide it into place. Starting our bolts, 10 millimeter. Getting everything snug up. Putting a little torque on them. And there we have a new head, new valve cover, rockers and rods, spark plug, and all the internals have been cleaned. Alright, we now have a fully assembled engine except for the starter. I went to check it and it's a little seized, so I think I'm going to take that and the parts that I have up there and I'll make a starter. Everything else has been gone through, the carburetor, intake, front end, head's been replaced, rockers and rods, valve cover's been cleaned, it's got all new bolts in it, new spark plug, clean the coil, clean the magneto and the flywheel and all that good shit, and the top cover, and really all I got to do is get that starter in there. Once I get it rebuilt and get an exhaust on it, and we're going to have us an engine. I'm actually about to get this on the cherry picker and go ahead and get it hovering over there for the night, and then yeah, we'll get to it again tomorrow. Alright, we have our engine hanging and ready to drop on tomorrow. I'm gonna call it a night. Pretty tired. Tomorrow I'll come out here, drop the engine on, get it in place, get it all plugged and played, get the starter fixed and all that good stuff and put back on, and more than likely get an exhaust built for this thing. We're going to go ahead and cut this part 1 here. Be sure to stay tuned and look out for part 2, where we'll be putting the engine on the General and bringing it to life in I don't know how long. This thing's probably sat up for a while. It looked like it had been really wore out when I tore into it, and luckily I had the parts here at the shop to build it up. But be sure to check out some of the old videos. Go down there and like, comment down below if you have any questions, just want to say something in general. Check out the Facebook, the Instagram, Snapchat, and the TikTok. All of the pictures, profile pictures, are usually the same. Just type in Flying Brian's Garage, except for the Snapchat. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And until then, we will see you on part 2 of bringing this thing to life.